Welcome, everyone. This is the Online Business Growth Secrets group for dietitians and nutritionists, and we're so happy to be here with you today on this beautiful Monday. Every single Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, we are here providing you tons and tons of valuable trainings that most people charge you for. But we're here giving it to you because we love you. All right. So my name is Javier. I'm a physical therapist, and this is Marissa Case, and she's a registered dietitian. And we are the co-founders of Healthcare Business University, and we're so excited to be here with you today. So if you are jumping on, go ahead and say hello. Let us know if you are team live, meaning you are watching this live with us right now. Or if you are team replay, go ahead and drop a hashtag replay. We always love to see who is tuning into our trainings, how you're enjoying them, and what else you would love to learn, because the better you help us learn what you're interested in, the more we can help you. So let us know down below. If you're watching live right now, we would love to say hello to you. Let's see, who do we have on? Say hi so we know who we're speaking to. Don't be a creeper and say hello. All right.
Hey, Pamela.
Awesome.
Right. So as always, if you know any other dietitian, nutritionist that would benefit from the information in this group, some of our free content trainings, feel free to invite them to the party. Would love to have them.
All right. So with that said, let's go ahead and dive into today's training. So what do we have?
The death of Facebook groups.
Dun, dun, dun. So what do y'all think? Are Facebook groups dying? Are Facebook groups dying?
Yeah, put a yes or no in the chat.
What do you think?
Let us know.
Put a yes or no down below. Let us know. Let's see. Who do we have on? We have Arlene in the house. Danielle. Awesome. Hi, Danielle. Good to see you. Giannia. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. So good to have you. So yes or no, are Facebook groups dying?
So have you ever thought to yourself, there are just way too many Facebook groups out there. Facebook seems to be just really, really saturated. Have you ever thought to yourself, how can I stand out among all the other health professionals on Facebook? There's so many other nutritionists, dietitian, like weight loss groups, support groups. How can I stand out among all the other groups that are already on Facebook? And have you ever thought to yourself, how can I gain clients through Facebook specifically without being spammy? Have you thought any of these before? Just comment yes or no down below and let us know.
Say, I have. All right. So here's the truth. Okay. The truth is yes and no. Okay.
It was a trick question.
So it's both. Okay. Here's the truth. Okay. The truth is that people's groups are dying, but Facebook is actually growing. Okay. Facebook is actually growing. So check this out. Okay. This is a graph, okay, with bars on it, blue bars on it, and a bar graph. And what you'll find is that every single year since 2017, there have been, and by the way, these aren't 282 people. This is 282 million people, million users on Facebook. So as you can see by this beautiful graph here, in 2017, there were 282 million people using Facebook. And in 2022, there are 307 million people using Facebook. So to answer the question, is Facebook dying? Absolutely not. It's actually doing the complete opposite. It's growing. Now, with that in mind, you said, well, Javi, Marissa, you said that people's groups are dying. What's with that? Now, the truth is that most people out there, they don't know really how to run a Facebook group. They don't really know how to structure it. They don't really know how to provide value and content inside of it. They don't really know how to grow it. And because of that, many people have this misconception that Facebook actually doesn't work anymore to help them grow their practice, to help them grow their business and gain more clients from it. And that is false. Okay, because as you can see, every single year, there's been consistent growth. So doesn't that make you feel better that Facebook, more and more people are actually getting on Facebook, right? Now, the second thing we have to realize is that, yes, there might be more and more people on social media, and there are also more and more dietitians, nutritionists, health coaches, etc., that are going towards the online world and wanting to help clients online, similar to what you do. Okay. Because there's this new opportunity. People are seeing, wow, not only can I grow a successful business, but I could also help people from anywhere in the world and do it from the comfort of my own home. Isn't that's pretty exciting, isn't it? So of course, yes, there are more people that are doing that, but with that in mind, right, like we see here, there are also more and more people that we can help. Okay. So think about this too. If there are more Facebook groups with, your specific audience, your specific niche, the people that you want to help with a problem that you help them solve, many people think right away, well, oh man, that just means that the market might be oversaturated, right? But how about you frame it in a different way? Okay. So if you frame it by thinking, well, wait a second, if there are more Facebook groups with more people in it with this same audience and these similar problems, doesn't that mean that this is actually a big problem that people want solved because there's a high level of interest in it? Makes sense, right? It shows that there's a need there. It shows that there's a market. And it shows that people are looking for answers about your thing. So the question really becomes, how do you build a strong, growing, engaged Facebook group to separate yourself from the competition? Do you guys know how to do that?
Drop a yes or no down below. Let us know.
If the answer is no, don't worry, because we're going to share a part of it with you today. Okay? So this is how you do it. And before we dive in, okay, we want to talk to you about a specific system. Okay? And this system is a content system, strategic content system that we actually teach. Okay? And if you follow that formula, which we're going to actually be teaching more in depth next week in our 5-day challenge that's coming up. So if you want to learn about the 5-day challenge, just go ahead and comment challenge down below. It is free. We can send you the invitation or whatever. But yeah, so you want to make sure that you have a strategic content system. Now, with that in mind, right, we would love to know from you. Okay, if you had to rate yourself from 1 to 10 when it comes to creating content, doing it consistently, doing it in a way that actually attracts clients, where would you rate yourself? Okay, a 1, you don't have a content system. You're like, content, right? I just kind of like post, randomly, sporadically, pictures of my food, my recipe, my meal thing here, right? And there's
no strategy.
There's no strategy, right? It's just like kind of throwing spaghetti at the wall and seeing what happens. How many of you are a 1? Okay. And a 10 on the other side of the spectrum, your content gets you clients weekly. So your content gets you clients weekly. Where do you fall on that spectrum? Are you a 1? Are you a 10? Are you in the middle? Okay. Go ahead and let us know in the comments down below. Where do you fall? So let's see. Go ahead. No judgment here. We have to know where we're at to figure out, where we want to go and come up with a map to get there. Okay. And that's what we're here to help you do. So you want to go ahead and just put a number down, and that way we can help you best. Cool. So if you're rating yourself on the lower end of the spectrum, okay, you're really going to want to listen in. Okay. If you're rating yourself on the higher end of the spectrum, guess what you're going to want to do? You're going to really want to listen in, because all it takes is just one little tweak, right? We actually sat down with our coach today, right? We were at his office like around the corner for a couple hours, and he made minor tweaks in what we were doing. And these minor tweaks are going to help us tremendously this year to help hundreds of people. So if you're on the higher end of that spectrum, you're also going to want to learn about the strategic content system. Cool?
There's always something that could be done to improve what we're doing.
100%.
Everyone, 100%. Even us included.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So here is one thing that you want to do. What do they want to do?
So one thing that you guys are going to want to do is you're going to want to host free weekly trainings. Now, as you guys know, Javi and I are live every single Monday, giving you guys so much value, right? Comment value in the chat before if you think that any of our trainings have provided you just a little bit of knowledge, a little bit of extra insight. Okay. So comment value down below. Let us know that we are helping you out here on Monday night. But get in the habit of hosting these free weekly trainings. It's going to be essentially like your TV show, right? You guys knew when you were younger, like your favorite cartoon, maybe like Wheel of Fortune, Jeopardy, Friends, all those shows. You knew they come on this day, on this time, and you were really, really excited to watch, right? That's exactly what you want to be for your group that you're going to be starting for your content. So that is a little insider secret for your content strategy, is hosting those free weekly trainings. Now you guys are probably thinking like, okay, that's great. Sounds good. I could do that. I have, 30 minutes, 20 minutes free on a Wednesday night. Cool. But what in the world am I going to talk about? Like, how am I going to talk for 20 minutes, like every single week on like my topic about my niche, right? Is that a question you guys are thinking?
Yeah. How many of you are thinking that? Put a yes in the chat. So this is how you do it, okay? The first thing you do, is going to sound overly simplistic and kind of silly, is you ask, okay? No, ask what? Great question. You ask a question. So the second thing you do, and I'm going to show you an example in a second, okay? The second thing you do once you ask people what they want to learn about is you reach out to them via DM and you get more information. So this is what it looks like. How many of you would like to see what this process looks like? Go ahead and put a me in the chat if you'd love to see this, okay?
Me.
So here's an example of what you do, okay? So we did a post, several months ago that said, if we were to go live to teach you how to start and launch a successful expert Facebook group for your business, would you watch? Okay, so we had people say yes. They were interested. Okay, so we asked people what they wanted to learn and if this topic was interesting to them, and they said yes. So the second thing we did was, okay, well, this topic as a whole is interesting and people want to learn more about it. But what exactly do they want to learn? Okay, so this is where step 2 comes into play. Is this making sense so far? Go ahead and put a make sense in the chat if this is making sense, okay? So step number 2, you reach out to them via DM and you say, hey, thank you so much for commenting on my post. I'm curious, what exactly would you love to learn about this specific topic? And they tell you. And guess what? Now you have content for your weekly live trainings, and probably for even more than a month, probably several months, okay? Now you're able to create this weekly live trainings for people. And this is a small piece, okay? 1 out of 9 different sections that you want to have in place for your strategic content system. Okay, the other 8 we'll show you next week. So any thoughts on this? Is this clear? Is this making sense? Yes? Okay, perfect. So with this strategic content system, okay, we wanted to show you how it actually looks in action. So this is one of our clients, Leslie, and Leslie has a Facebook group called Weight Loss and Wellbeing for high performers, okay? And basically what you want to do is you want to essentially have a Facebook group specifically for your niche, okay, with a specific solution and a result that you are helping people with. So for example, Leslie here has a Facebook group for high performers, and the result she's helping them with is weight loss and well-being. So she has this Facebook group. She provides weekly trainings, just like you see here. Okay, so for example, this one was called Why You Are Not Getting Results and How to Start Getting Them. Okay, so people who are interested in getting results are probably going to want to watch this. So what's really neat about this system is that, after really getting this dialed in and not just understanding it, but actually implementing it, right? Leslie went on to have a $22,000 a month. Actually, it was more than that because that was just July 17th. And what's really neat about the system that we teach all of our clients is that it works, okay? And if it works for others, guess what? It's going to work for you too. So you can see Leslie here. She actually won one of our awards that we hand out. Yeah.
We can stop the screen share for a second just to show you guys these. I don't think we haven't showed these too much, but these are the awards that we give out to our clients. So this one is for hitting 50K in your business. So when our clients hit 50K, we send these out. We've sent out quite a few of them. So that's been really, really exciting. And then the other one that we have here, absolutely love this one. Oops, the camera's kind of fuzzy. But this is our 100K award. So this is an award that we send out to our clients that hit 100K, 6 figures in their business. So sent out a few of these as well. So it's so awesome to reward our clients with these.
100%. And guess what? We would love to give you one.
Oh yeah.
So think about it. All right. Cool. So is this strategic content system, is this making sense so far? Go ahead and put a heck yeah in the chat. Okay, cool. So with that said, all right, you might be thinking, well, Javi, okay, that's nice, but how do I stand out among the rest of the crowd? How do I stand out among everyone else? Because you're right, there are more and more people that are actually, using social media, both on the potential client side, but also the professional side, the health pros who are helping those people. So you do have to be a bit strategic with how you're getting in front of people, how you're building authority, how you're building your brand, and how you're communicating your message to actually get people to want to work with you. Okay, so what we're about to show you are a few different ways. Okay, these are just 5 different ways that you can start to stand out above the crowd. Now, with that in mind, right, there are several others, and we'll be covering them in our challenge next week. So if you want to tune in for that, we'd be happy to share those with you. Cool. So this is how you do it, okay? These are 5 ways to do this. So let us know which one of these you are currently doing, if any, and yeah, let us know. If you're not doing any, that's cool too. Just say, hey, I'm not doing them, right now. But with that in mind, which one would you like to start doing? Start with one, okay? So for example, I'll start on the right-hand side here. You can host a big event. Now, do we recommend this if you're just starting off? No, okay? You want to make sure you have a good size audience. You want to make sure you have some structure. You want to make sure that you have your niche, your offer, all nailed down before you get to this point. But it's a great way because a lot of people in your industry right now, right, they're not doing this. So hosting big events like summits, workshops, and challenges is a great way to stand out. Second way are interviews, okay? So you connect with your Dream 100, okay? And you can start with even less, but you want to go ahead and interview people that are in a space that's complementary to yours, right? So if you're in nutrition, maybe you interview people in the fitness space and vice versa. And those people have access to your clients. So guess what happens? Because you're providing free value to other people's audiences, now that audience starts to get to know you a little bit more. You stand out above the crowd, okay? You can do free trainings. What do they want to learn, right? You can create trainings around that. Like we mentioned, many people are fearful of doing live streams. So the more that you show your face, the more you put yourself out there, the more people are going to see you as an authority. You're going to be like, oh, well, Eileen here, she goes live every single week while everyone else doesn't. I actually get to know Eileen more. I get to know what she's about. I get to know how she can possibly help me. So the person that is doing free trainings, and here's a little tip that a lot of people won't tell you, okay? In the beginning, you want to give away the farm. That means that don't be afraid to give away too much for free. Okay, many people will say, oh no, you got to hold back and you have to like only give them the what and the why, right? Not true. You can go further than that, and you should do that, especially early on, to show that you are a person of value, because people are gonna be like, wow, if Eileen, right, if Heidi, if who else is on here? We got
Jordan,
Arlene, right?
Pamela.
If Arlene gives so much value for free, I wonder what it's going to be like to actually work with her, right? But think about it the opposite way. If someone's seeing your content is like, this isn't that great, they're like, if her free stuff isn't that great, her paid stuff is probably not that good either, right? You don't want people to think that. So you want to give your great, valuable trainings in your group, okay? Another way is a contest. So you can create a contest and create prizes for top contributors, right? This gets people excited. This gets people engaged. This gets people wanting to do things, right? To win the rewards. So it's a great way to, again, stand among the crowd, because what's going to happen is people are going to notice that. People are going to get excited. They're going to be like, oh, Eileen loves to host these contests. She loves to give. She's such a giver, right? And again, many people aren't doing that. And the first one here, other groups' traffic, right? So here's where you have to be a little bit cautious. You have to learn how to do this the right way. There's a right way and a wrong way to do this. And if you do it the wrong way, guess what's going to happen? Yep, you're probably going to get kicked out. You're going to get flagged for spam, and you don't want that. All right. So you want to make sure that you're doing this in a strategic way where you get permission, where you're providing testimonies for the group owner, where you're, making sure that you're providing value in the group first before you start posting in these other groups. Okay. There's a really strategic way to do this. And if you don't do it the right way, you risk really missing out on a lot of people that you can help for multiple reasons. Okay. But these are a few ways to really stand out among the crowd. Anything else you want to add here?
No, I think you covered it
Okay.
really well.
Cool. All right. So how many of you would like to know how to gain clients without being spammy? Yes? Go ahead and put a yes in the chat if you would like to learn. So how do we do it?
All right. So one way you can do it is you have your Facebook profile. So all of these events that you're doing inside your Facebook group, people are going to also become friends with you on your Facebook profile, right? People are going to also come into your group from other groups as well. And basically what you have is you have a call to action. So providing value, and you say, comment below if you want, maybe you made like a really cool PDF or a checklist or a cheat sheet or something like that. So we always lead by providing value.
100%. So what happens is, and this is where most people go wrong, so you're really going to want to listen in here, right? Many people believe that, you know what, I'm going to go into these groups, I'm going to friend request a bunch of random people, and I'm going to send them a direct message that says, hey, I saw we're in the same group together. By the way, I saw you had this problem. I can help you with that. And I have this awesome program. Here's my link. Buy it. Right?
That is a big no-no.
Yes. That doesn't feel good, right? It doesn't even sound good. So don't do that. Okay. That's called being spammy. Now, the right way to do this, especially when you have your own group, okay? And again, there's a way to do it in your own group. There's a way to do it in other people's groups. And we only have a few more minutes here tonight, so we'll have to go over it with you next week. But in your own group, right? If you post about something and people are interested in it, like we have here with a call to action, and they say, hey, I'm interested. They put in, yes, I want that thing, right? Then you now have permission to engage. Permission to what? Permission to engage, okay? And what that means is that because they've opened the lines of communication, now you can leave them a comment that says, hey, Susie, awesome, happy to get this to you. Check your messages. So now what you do is you send them a direct message and say, hey, Susie, here is the PDF, here's the workbook, here's the cheat sheet, here's the training that you requested, right? Boom, okay? Now what happens is you're in there, and now because you provided value, you've given them something of value, a training, a PDF, resource, etc. Now you can have a conversation. And that's not spammy because guess what? They started the conversation. They requested for you to start the conversation. Okay? Can you see how this works? So again, messenger to a potential sale, and maybe they don't buy, so you do more messenger follow-up. Okay? Follow up. But this is how you do it. Okay? Cool. Anything else?
No. Well, one thing I do want to add though, that this is a big picture overview. All of these little pieces have a lot of other details within them.
Of course.
Okay. So this is kind of 30,000 foot overview, big picture of the essentially their funnel system, if you want to call it that, because we're taking people from different areas, right? So like people can come in from a contest, from free trainings, from interviews, from big events, and they are essentially being funneled through your system that you have. But we're doing it in a way where we are always leading with value, providing value first, and having them initiate the conversation first.
100%. So with that said, okay, as we're wrapping up here, we have about 2 minutes for questions. Okay, so go ahead and drop your questions down below. I see a few of them already popping up. So please drop your questions down below. And as you think about some questions to ask us, we have a question for you. Would you like to learn how to replace your income and escape the 9 to 5 And heck, if you're already there, if you've already replaced your income, if you already escaped the 9 to 5 and you want to learn, hey, how do I get my business to 10K and beyond? Okay, 10K per month and beyond with a Facebook group without wasting the little time that you probably already have if you're working full time. How many of you would like to learn how to do that? Go ahead and put a me in the chat. Put me in the chat if you would love to learn how to do this. Okay. So we have Eileen says yes. Let's see. Danielle says yes. Giannia says yes. Awesome. Cool. Who else wants this? Would you like to see how to do that? Yes. So if this was helpful tonight and you want to take this a step further, what we have for you is we're hosting our Facebook group launch and growth challenge next week. Guess what? It's free. And what's neat about that is what this challenge is going to help you do. It's going to show you the path to actually being able to at first replace your income. So let's say that's 3, 4, 5K per month. Okay. We're going to show you how to do that. We're going to show you how to use Facebook groups to actually grow your practice so you can work full-time within your passion. And if you already have a Facebook group and you're thinking, well, how could I make this even better? If you already have a business and you're thinking, well, how could I make this even better? How can I go to 10K, 15K, 20K and beyond like some of our clients? Well, this is also for you. So all you have to do is, number one, go ahead and comment the word challenge. Comment the word challenge down below right now. And what we're going to do is we're going to send you a personal invitation to join us next week for the Facebook group launch and growth challenge. It is free. It is over 5 days. In this registration page, we have all the answers to your questions. If it's not there, just go ahead and let us know and we'll answer the questions for you. But go ahead and write the word challenge in the chat right now. And either Marissa or myself or someone on our team is going to go ahead and message you the details so you can register. We're going to have some fun. And with that said, let's see if we have any questions. So real quick, what is the first one again? Read traffic from other sites. Yeah, so I believe, Eileen, we went over that already with you. So doesn't it depend what level you're at from the social media hacks webinar, whether or not to post live trainings? In that training, you said wait until you're level 3 to 4. So good question. It really depends. Obviously, everyone's situation is a little bit different. If we do recommend, so live trainings we recommend all the time. Even if you don't have a Facebook group yet, you start doing them on your personal profile. I know some of you might be a little bit like, oh, like I don't want to do that. There's a way, and we'll show you like the secret way to do it, where only people who you want to see it, so that none of your friends, none of your family, none of your coworkers, none of your bosses or ex-bosses are actually able to see it. So there is a strategy behind that.
There's a friends list.
Yeah.
Hidden in there.
So we're going to show you all of that next week. All you have to do is comment the word challenge. We'll send you an invite. And yeah, we're excited to see you then. So we have to run, but hopefully this was valuable. And yeah, we'll see you all next week.